black and chop. We got dope head. Dope good. And them talk. And Margaret reviews. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe. We finna set it out.
Follow the Black Saiyan on all social media. Don't be a delinquent about it.
Welcome to the channel. This your boy Black Saiyan, and we back with another video. Thank y'all for everybody tuning in to this video, man. We've been going up. Hey man, ain't gonna lie, they've been loving the content on Facebook, man. I gotta get tapped in on Facebook. I'm telling y'all, get turned up. We all in the groups and everything. So, but this video gonna be a special video because I had a request that people, get a little insight on certain characters and certain just backdrop. So we'll be doing some in-depth discussions. So basically this video is gonna be about the Cerealians. And if you don't know who the Cerealians is, they the race from planet Cereal, right? And this is a planet basically in Universe 7. And far reaches like Universe 7, and they basically was a planet of people. Like they was humanoid, but they had a distinct. They kind of remind you of Saiyans, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, we're gonna get into the video, man. Hit that like button if you're new, man. Subscribe, telling you, because we drop content like this all week. So basically, we're gonna get into the Cerealians. So we first hear about the Cerealians in Dragon Ball Super, right, in the manga, when we run across Granola. And Granola is one of those people where it's kind of like, he made a wish to become the strongest, but before that, we see that he's strong enough to take on a couple, some false, I guess 7-3s. I don't know how strong they was, but he was able to go, maneuver past that and still this, the original one, and get up out of there. But past that, I mean, he wasn't able to hold gas down, you know what I'm saying, whenever they had their little scuffle once he was returning 7-3. So from that, it tells me that he's, Gas know he can't handle. I know Gas know he can't handle like what Golden Frieza. So we'll say, you know what I'm saying, he might be Frieza on Namek, you know what I'm saying, power level somewhere in that area, and that's pretty, I guess, I mean, it's something. It's not light compared. I mean, because at the end of the day, like, he just he from a planet. Okay, let's just dive into it. So Cerealians, right? They come from a planet called Cereal, and I guess the whole thing to this whole pun is oats, right? So granola, right? So granola, so the Cerealians, they come from Cereal, and they live to like, I want to say like 200 years. So they got a long lifespan, and they have like a green kind of texture in their hair, right? So the thing that make them super distinctive though is because they have like a red, like all of them got like a red eye, or maybe it's just not because his mom had it as well, but yeah, they all got a red eye, and I want to say they red eye, but they all got this sense of acuity, like this heightened where they can basically see far away, like a scope. They got like a whole scope with their iris or their pupil, right? So this is crazy because we ain't never, you know what I'm saying? It's almost dope. It's dope to see that they was always here, but we just never ran across them. But and it's a reason for that. But so basically, you know what I'm saying? they cohabitated with some Namekians, and the Namekians, they came from another part of the galaxy, right? But we already know that, that planet Namek, if you know, had a cataclysmic, like, weather, just catastrophe, like, they had, it was on the brink of like explosion. And the only people who really stayed was Google, but a lot of people fled, you know what I'm saying? But, Manito, you know what I'm saying? And, he was introduced in the Granola Saga, but he actually was one of the people who came from a different realm, and they cohabitated with the Cerealians. So these are people who can actually cohabitate and be around each other. They actually can. They warrior when they have to be, but they have that human like emotion, like, to situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, they feel for stuff. So they ain't just like savage. You know what I'm saying? And all Saiyans wasn't savage, but they had that natural kind of vibe to them, you know what I'm saying? Besides what they had to do when they was colonized, by Frieza. So around age 734, right? We know that Bardock and the Frieza Force invades planet Cereal. So we know that the Cerealians got their home world invaded by Frieza, and during that time, we had a whole they had a manga chapter for that, and basically we see that the Saiyans, they changed into the Azarus, and they, just ravaged the place, you know what I'm saying? But but one thing we do realize before they even pull up, the Saiyans even pull up, that they was talking about how it really wasn't that much, many of them in population as it was, and they shared the space with the Namekians, so they didn't really take up majority of the planet anyways. And the Saiyans got there, and when they Granola, you see this stuff, you see the old ruins, and they little cities, you know what I'm saying? Because they really, they probably had already went through some stuff, you know what I'm saying? So they was already a low population. But, when the Saiyans came there, they turned into the Azarus, destroyed everything, loving everything. And after that, this dude named Flake, right? And that's another pun. His name Flake, but this dude, he actually ended up shooting the moon, and like basically they end up reverting back to they humanoid form, the Saiyans. But it's crazy because that never mattered before. You know what I'm saying? I remember Vegeta changed it to was it Vegeta? Oh no! I think it was Turles. Turles had ended up throwing that. Maybe that because that's a movie, but he ended up changing Gohan into Azaru and then destroying the little fake moon, whatever. But it's crazy that it might be just a movie, but yeah. So he ended up doing that, and they ended up doing that, and they basically end up still getting trashed by the Saiyans because they just had more brute strength than them. You know what I'm saying? They were just more superior than them in that term. But because they didn't train like that. They was training, but they wasn't training for them Saiyans. They probably weren't even thinking about that. But they got done up, and the only person who survived was Granola. And that's how he basically got a story like Goku and Vegeta, like lone survivor. So, but we know that back then that Bardock had went through that stuff with them, and they ended up even still getting the planet, you know what I'm saying, and selling the planet off to some Shigarians who had their planet destroyed. But they didn't even know that, they was the ones that destroyed their planet, but they ended up going and living on planet Cereal. So the Cerealians was a race that, if they was here or they had, you know, time to expand, man, they would have been one of those races that, you know, can you know, be a asset to the universe on a protective level. But it seems like the odds are at, you know what I'm saying, everybody at odds. Everybody, the good side is at odds, you know what I'm saying? You got the Freezer Force, you got the Galactic Patrol, but it's be 100, man, the Galactic Patrol ain't helping nobody. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I don't think they helping nobody, man. But, you know, we're gonna see what happens, because at the end of the day, we see that Granola, you know, he wasted a lot of his years, you know what I'm saying, with making that wish. He only has 3 years left, and that tells you there that he took so much of his lifespan of that 200 years. I want to say he had to be like, I want to say like 43 or 41. You know, the Cerealians, they the same as the Saiyans. They kind of keep that same look and fighting kind of physique. They look young for a good amount of time before they actually start looking old. So Granola's actually was up in age, but you know, he still, you know, had his youthful look, but he took a lot of his life, you know what I'm saying? And we got about 3 years left, so you know we're gonna have to see what he does with those 3 years. And a couple of years is kind of passed since that situation happened. So we down to the nitty gritty. So it'd be dope to see Granola and see how much, if he's improved or trained or took on any of the stuff that Goku Vegeta has given him. But, you know, as far as the Cerealians, man, you know, he gonna hold it down for him, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be dope to get some old, you know, get a little side or mini web series or just about the Cerealians, man, to get a manga, a little, you know what I'm saying, manga chapter just strictly about, you know, some throwback stuff that Granola, you know what I'm saying, knew. But he was very young when he died, much like, you know what I'm saying, Goku, like Vegeta and Raditz whenever the planet Vegeta was destroyed. But, you know, pretty sure it's something they can expound upon. But that's enough for this video, man. If y'all like the video, you know, hit that like button, you feel me? You know, follow on our social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We on it on every platform, you feel me? It's a Black Saiyan. Salute.